real bond. Otherwise, we'd never be able to get there. And most all the women I've ever had sex with have had that bond, and it's a part to where they go crazy. These women all go crazy. All the women who I'm with go crazy.
Why are they
Every
going
woman who I ever
crazy?
saw, because they're not able to openly love me. That's why.
Oh, because it was
And
limited.
like I was saying, yeah, like I was saying before, and even you, like,
So, if you guys are feeling the look that I am wearing today with my LA bucket hat, I feel like LA, well, not y'all don't have to get an LA bucket hat, but I definitely have several bucket hats available on my website. I've shown you guys the bucket hat in tan. I've showed you guys me wearing an olive one. I've showed you guys me wearing a leather one, and I've showed you guys me wearing all kinds of different bucket hats on my website. And you can get these goodies on my website at www.neekatnight.com. If you want to get the discount, you have to apply the discount in the checkout. Okay? Because it was
and
limited.
like I was saying, yeah, like I was saying before.
If you guys have been waiting for the Zoca conversation part of the conversation, this is the part where he starts to segue into talking about Zoca. A lot of people were like, when does he start talking about Zoca? When does he start talking about Zoca? Well, this kind of was like a segue into him talking about Zoca. If you have not hit the like button yet, make sure you hit the like button. Okay. After this video concludes, I am going to chop up the specific parts that he did talk about.
And even you, like, say me and you have so here's an example. I'm not saying this, but here's an example. Say me and you have been talking and we've been building this bond over months or weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I meet you and we have sex, and it's like the best experience you've ever had, right? You're gonna value that because not only did we establish a bond outside of that, but the sex like solidified. Like, holy shit, I'm really connected to this guy. Oh, I really love this woman. And then and then later on, we got to go back to work, or our jobs kick in, or our friends are like, nah, don't be with him, or telling me don't be with her, and then all these things start kicking in, and then all of a sudden we get around each other again, and we start acting different, we start acting weird, and we're not completely open, and our hearts are shutting off, and now we're getting problems, now we're arguing, now we're fighting, but we just loved each other. What happened? We started changing for society. We started compromising our hearts and our love and our authenticity for what seems to be right in whatever society we choose to be a part of, no matter how big or small. That ruins and sabotages love. That ruins and sabotages people following their heart. If people could follow their heart and build communities off of that, it would be a different story. But that's not the case. People say, fuck the heart, get the money. And so it plays out. That mentality plays out in our relationships,
Yeah,
and
so
it plays
that's
out with
that
other
sounds
people, and
like
it plays
that's
out
pretty
in what
much
we
what
look
played
for.
out with you and Zoka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
me and
kind
Zoka
of
had a
feels
it was a
feels
couple of years. Me and Zoka went through what we went through maybe about like almost 3 years. You know what I mean? Of just doing that. I mean, think about that. Imagine being with someone that you genuinely love for 3 years,
yeah.
being told that you don't genuinely love them when you know you do, and then on top of that, them not falling out of love with you, but uh, you not being what they think they need.
Yeah.
But you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like,
That's
they would
exactly what
rather
I
throw
what
that
I
away
observed from the
for
outside
what
looking
looks
in.
right, and what they'll throw that away for what looks right. And I've seen it in many different situations in my life
Yeah.
where women will be being pulled in this direction and that direction, but what their heart wants to do is this. So they're going to do all those other things because it gets the money, because it's socially accepted, because their parents will accept it, or their parents won't accept somebody. It's all this happens in everybody's life in different ways. It's not just me because of that combination. This
Yeah.
happens with families who like, no, you can't be with him. You can't be with that boy. You can't be with that guy. No, you can't be with that girl. You don't fuck with her family. You can't do that. As
Yeah.
real as the energy is, authentic as the energy and the love is, it could be to heal everything and to put everything together. It could be to change everybody's mindset. When everybody was just against your love, your love can be the very thing that changes everybody's mindset. And if their mindset's never changed, you just lived a life lying to yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself. And got nothing out of it because these people are living their lives and people are going to make sure they get what they need.
Yeah, they gonna date who they want to date. They gonna tell you who you should date and who you shouldn't date, but then they gonna still be going to the guy that they telling you that they ain't talking to, but still meeting up with them and doing what the hell they want to do.
I know you've seen it with women. I know you've seen it in your life with your girlfriends, especially the industry you was in. You see that all the time. And they say, well, she left him for money. No, she left him for survival.
Yeah.
I feel like my relationship fell apart out of survival. Whether me letting it go and me disregarding it because I wanted to survive in my society, or them doing that to me because they wanted to survive in our society. But outside of the society, it would have just been love.
Right. Yeah, that's deep.
And it would have been another society trying to tell us what to do. And it would have been another society, and whether they're telling us what to do, like straight up, or if it's subconscious. If they're saying, no, we don't accept these type of people around here. I hope you're not one of these type of people. And you want to eat. They got food. They got everything you need. And you're more likely out of survival to be like to lie to yourself and be like, no, I'm not that.
Right.
You're more likely to lie about yourself out of survival. You're more likely to lie to your heart and true to yourself out of survival. You see, I've accepted being wrong. I've accepted being incorrect. I have accepted being wrong. I have accepted making mistakes, not necessarily mistakes, out of just being real and honest to myself. I'd rather do that. I'd rather go through my traumas and the dramas that I went through anyway out of my own volition.
Right. Yeah.
Rather than out of regret. Yeah, I look back at those relationships and it's a level of regret where it's like, if I would have did this, or if I could have been like this, or what if I was just like this from the start? What was like this from the start? I wonder what would have happened. I wonder. That sucks.
If you would have been like that from the start, you would have got kicked out.
Yeah, no, I would have left.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened. I would have left earlier.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened.
Because motherfuckers don't want you to think for yourself.
I stayed, I sacrificed those things, and I let those things go. And I went through what I went through for the trade-off of knowledge and information and understandings and different perspectives of life that could possibly make me better and that can advance my soul. And I got those things. I got a lot of those things. And I think I overstayed, but I also think that, those things that happened with those relationships, it had to be that way. I wouldn't know what I know now. I wouldn't feel what I feel now. It couldn't have been any other way. I don't necessarily have any hopes or future prospects of with women again. All I know is that I ain't going to ever lie to my heart again. That's all I know.
That's dope.
I know I'd rather be alone. I'd rather walk alone, live alone. And I love that. And be true to myself rather than be with a crowd and I'm lying to kick it.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, one day, hopefully, you listen back to this, and if you ever get temptation to like be back in that spot, you gotta go back and listen to the times where your heart was where it is now. You know?
You can feel it, can't you?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that, or do you really feel my authenticity?
No, I really feel like you're being genuine. If you was being full of shit, I would be calling you out. I really feel like you are being genuine for real. Like, I really do. I'm listening to. Huh?
I'm a very simple person, I promise you.
Like, the things that, you know why I'm saying yeah and all that, because for me, looking from the outside looking in, I kid you not, I've had conversation, like, one of my other friends be watching some of the goings-ons of like carbonation, and I had a conversation, and I'm like, it looked like he was ready to go months ago. Like, you could look at him in his face and you could tell he was ready to go. You could tell, like, whenever you like, there was a sit down that you and Zoca did, right? And it was you, Zoca, and Natiri. And you guys did this sit down, and you started to express yourself, and then he started to tell you what you thought. And then you changed. And then you started to say what he wanted you to say. And I could tell like you weren't really being
It
who.
wasn't getting enough.
Yeah, you weren't.
It was me. That what that was me trying to be right. And it's funny, you know what she actually wants in him doing that? He wants you to rebel. Ah, here's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to stand up for yourself as a man. He wants you to be honest and authentic to your heart. And whenever I did that one time, I did that once. I said, no, this is I'm tired of you doing this, Zoca. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm trying to know you this and that, this and that. I don't know why you keep telling me. What is it? You want me to be here? You want to be over there? What do you want to do? I love you. I want to take you to the da 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 da. And I just blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was gonna get in trouble. But actually, he came after that live. He came up to me and said, "That was your higher self, I think. I've been waiting for that. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. So don't ever for a minute think that I'm a bad disciple. I'm probably the best one."
Yeah, but that was because he probably wanted you to blow up because he think that that's what you got to do to women.
No, he genuinely cares about us. He genuinely like this. You have to listen to me. I'm telling you absolute truth. He genuinely cares about us, and he's so intelligent and so advanced that he can manipulate you and play you against yourself, so you can fight yourself and you can see what's real within your own heart.
Yeah.
He does that, and I can do that for people too sometimes. Sometimes I might play the devil's advocate. I might be like, "Ooh, well, you could do this, you could do that, or maybe you should just give up. Maybe you should just quit." And then they weigh that within their own heart. But because people are in that society, it's on a survival thing, they're more likely to be honest in the moment. But because I've been in that society or that pressure of survival, I would have rather sacrificed my authenticity for survival, and I had to learn that I was doing that, and I did that for years. And it got to the point to where it was eating me up so much, you could tell, you could see it in my face, and eventually I had to leave.
Yeah, you started to look unhealthy.
It's a graduation party.
Y'all started.
It's a graduation.
You having a graduation party?
No, I said I thought it was going to be a bad thing to do that.
No, I know, like figuratively, you're having a graduation party, like not literally.
Figuratively, that's what this is.
Yeah,
it's a graduation. It's not a shaming thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a graduation, and I think
others will look at it as disloyal.
I feel like I see it clearly, and whether or not they agree or they'll say that's what's happening or this is happening, that's what it did for me.
Yeah.
So it's true enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and I could see that was pretty much the catalyst of when I was looking at that what do you call that sit down that you guys had. I could tell, like, looking at Zoca, that she wanted you to stand up for her too. You know, stand up for yourself.
Her and the series.
Yeah, like stand up for yourself and stand up for her. And in the moment, you weren't standing up for her. Like if you look at the comments of the video, like of that sit down, like everybody was like, why won't he stand up for himself? He needs to stand up for himself. Stand up to him. Don't let him talk to your girl like that. Like, why are you letting him?
In my head, at that moment, I'm like, I know y'all want me to stand up for myself, but look, I'm not going to stand against my chief. I'm not going to stand up against my chief for a woman. See what I'm saying? That was my mentality. So I'm like, man, I really would love to do that. But you know what? I'd rather let her go and keep my relationship with Chief. That's how I felt, and you know that's why I did. That's why I moved like that. The one time I broke out of that was when I was genuinely disturbed by Zoca. You know, what she was saying at the time in that sit down. I think I know what you're talking about. No, the one I'm talking about is it happened in Puerto Rico, and we sat there. I kind of blew up a little bit. I was just frustrated because I knew she was capping on me for the camera and in front of Chief, because I was like, I know she loves me. I know it's real.
Oh, I think I know which sit down you talking about, when she was saying that she didn't she was insinuating that she didn't want to be with you, and she wanted somebody that was like strong, and I think she was saying words like that.
I don't remember if that's what it was, but it was I don't know if that's what she was saying, and that's what made me snap it for a minute. But basically, oh, you know what made me snap? She did this little thing. She did this thing where she was saying stuff like that, right? And then she touches my leg, or she touches me or rubs me. And I got mad. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is it? Like, you want me or not? What are you doing? Why are you playing with me? And that's when I snapped. I remember. And basically, it's because I know she loves me, and I know how she feels, but I also know that she would rather be with Chief in a power position in another position. It's like this. Like, if you're gonna be with me there, then you would be looked at as a servant as well. And that's okay. We're all servants to something in some way, right?
Yeah.
But in that society, it's almost like you're no longer eligible to be royalty. It's almost like you're choosing this, and you will not be greater than this because you want to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that ideology. So of course, any woman or anybody who believes that, any man who believes that, they're like, well, I'd rather just choose my growth over him.
Yeah.
And if me, I'd rather go be royal. I'd rather go be at the top where I can be. And that's her energies. Her energies like that. Only reason why she really could stay with me for as long as she did was because I'm actually powerful and people know it. Because I'm actually a leader. Because I'm actually top of the food chain. She knows that. She says that. She knows that. There's things she said to me that's like sit in my heart to this day that keep me inspired and keep me going. There's things she said to me that keep me going to this day. That were inspirations, that were promoting those parts of myself.
It sounds like y'all was low-key soulmates. For real.
Man, I have very divine connections. And I think, like, even with Materia, I had a very special connection with her, too. As crazy as it was. You know, that was another one that she denied, I denied, he denied, she denied, I denied. We all denied it at different times, at different areas. You know what I mean? Just so that she can be, I can keep my position where I'm at, and so that she can be with Chief and gain the best position she could possibly gain at Carbonation.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. When Terry had it in her,
but at the end of the day, I don't understand. I don't understand how the girls can't realize that even like that's like a whole mind thing, because whether it was in a position with you or a position with him, they all get treated the same. So it's not like
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. They know what they're getting into.
It's not like, but yeah, it's not like
what they were getting into. It's not like they was getting tricked into it. That's what they
I mean,
getting into from a distance. They seen it from a distance.
But the way that
they go back and forth. They go back and forth. They know what time it is when they're with him. They know that.
Right. But like, you see how you said it, like the position to them, they're thinking in that same ideology, like, oh, I'm at a higher position. But in reality, whether you in that position or not, you treat it the same. You treat it the exact same.
¿Qué pregunta? ¿Qué día? ¿Qué día? It's lunes. Okay. It's an older woman with Alzheimer's. She comes by and she asks for the time and the date, like every couple minutes sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But we just tell her the time, tell her the date. She'll come back in about 5 minutes after me again. Special, so she just sits at the door at the gate and just watches.
She's trying to see what you up to. Like, what is that Naker doing over there? Let me act like I want to know the time.
They like us. Yo, they treat us like royalty out here in real life. And I mean, you know, the women who I said were bowing to me, and the women who I said are running up to me, and this and that, they're not even from here. They're from completely different places in the world. One of them's from India. One of them, a whole other one is from the UK. You know what I mean? And I'm from the US, and we're all in Mexico. And we're making these crazy soul connections.
Yeah. You're going to stay there permanently?
Life I live. Every day I live, it's so magical. And I thought that every day was magical because I was the Chief. But now, as I'm walking and I'm doing what I'm doing, I realize everything that made life magical, I now have it with me. And it's not stopping. It won't stop. Like, there's so much more I even want to tell you on like a spiritual side and experiences and things that I've gone through. But I just think that it's going to sound too crazy to people. Those are the things that I have to set up and present properly. Those are things I need to line up with like a PowerPoint too, or like have some type of presentations where people can actually receive and understand what I've been going through and who I am and what I'm experiencing and what I want to teach. There's no point for me just to go live and run my fucking mouth. I don't even move like that. I actually would rather do a pre-record. I would rather pre-record an official ass video, put it out and start at the comment section rather than go live and many people miss the messages.
Yeah,
You know, I'd rather sort it out.
on YouTube you're
I'm a
able to
pre-record type of guy.
premiere a video the same way you do live. So you could pre-record something and
I've seen
then
that. Yeah.
people can premiere it, and so it's like like
So I have a
the
girl
chat
who's
is
gonna do all
live.
that for me.
Yeah, the chat is live, but the video is not live. Like it's so you can see live
So you guys are
interactions.
premiere.
Huh?
It's a great way to promote it too. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see live interactions, but it's not live type of thing.
That's fire. Yeah.
Like if I
We've
was
done a premiere or two before.
yeah, like
That's really accurate.
if I was to play this audio of us talking, it would be like a premiere, you know? And so like we're having the
Because you want to build
conversation,
it up.
huh?
Which you have 1,000% of my permission to do so.
Yeah.
You no longer have to ask me for permission. Just go. Just do it. Just do it. Just do what you're doing. Because I noticed that you gotta do what you gotta do anyway. And I'm an asset in your job. And when I'm not responding and I'm not doing things like that, it becomes like an annoyance or a hindrance to you in a sense, because it's like, all right, I got to get the story out. How the fuck am I going to get the story out? This nigga not replying.
Yeah.
I get it. So no, you have full permission. You can call me, text me, anything at any time. You got to do your natal chart. One day we're gonna be on my platform. We're gonna do a live. We do all kind of fun shit. Like don't trip. Like I love you, and you have 100%, 1,000%, of freedom to do what you want with any content that you get from me.
Yeah, but anything that I do, I would let you know though. You know what I'm saying?
Or whatever.
I don't want you to feel like
Huh?
I don't know if she's recording me or I
You can
don't.
give me a heads up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want
Heads up.
to, I don't want to be sneaky about anything, but yeah.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I can read hearts, and you're someone who has a pure heart in a fucked up world, and that's just all it is. And you're gonna see that as you continue to do things. I think everybody has a pure heart. There's a passage in the Bible where it talks about out of 1,000 men there was one, and out of 1,000 women there was none. I disagree with that. I believe everybody is the one. I believe everybody has that potential. I believe man or woman, good or bad. I think we are exactly what society has made us into. And I think that anybody has the ability to discard and let go of things that aren't them, so that they can be the real them. And they can be their honest, pure them. They have nothing to do with relationships. And it got everything to do with people being honest and real with themselves. That's all I want to see people do. That's what I want to do. I believe everybody has the potential to be completely lit. I believe everybody has the potential to do what I'm doing, say what I'm saying, all of that. I think everybody has the potential to be great, to be amazing. In whose eyes, though? You know what I mean? It has to be in their own. If they're a demon, then just be the ultimate demon. That's what you came to do. If you're an angel, be the best angel you could be. If that's what you came to do. If you're a little bit of both, be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
As long as you're honest and real with yourself, there is no one righteous man. And there is no zero righteous woman. We're all righteous. The world is fucked. Our minds are getting right. And the world is fucked because it's a cycle in astrology. It's a cycle of the cosmos. It's a cycle of the universe. We came into it like this already. You didn't make it like this, did you? No. You came into it like this.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
The universe set this up. And you're in it. But the universe set this up. So you're not fucked up. Even though it says zero women are righteous, man, fuck that.
Y'all gotta stop thinking y'all above women, though. I know that.
Huh?
I said y'all gotta stop thinking y'all above women, though. I know that.
No, I think that everybody's just everybody. I don't think I'm above anybody. Like I said, I think that there is no one. I don't think there is no one. I don't think there is no unrighteous or righteous people. It's just us doing what nature wants us to do. Like, you're just living out your program in this era. You're just living out this program in this world. You're doing your best.
Yeah.
You're gonna lie. You're gonna cheat. You're gonna steal. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna learn. You're gonna do great things. You're gonna love. You're gonna bless people. You're gonna teach things. Everybody's gonna do this. And that's what my probably next video is gonna be. Probably about the spirit realm and channeling and what channeling really is, so that people can realize that everybody's doing it. We just do it in different forms. You're turning the energy in different, and doing different forms. You use voices and technology to channel. You know, there's probably moments where you can read and you channel. There's probably things that you might do with your daughter, or you run, or you jog, or you have something doing your makeup. Could be an area where you channel and you put a message into yourself in whatever your art is. Everybody does it.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody is above nobody. You're absolutely correct. We're all doing the same thing in a different way. We're all responding to this society based on our program. It's just like that. Ain't no righteous person, ain't no unrighteous person. It's just
yeah, but I believe you guys were taught that the women are below and the men are like, and I mean, yeah, men are to lead.
That has fluctuated.
Men,
Yeah, but
men are to lead, obviously, but like
that.
y'all ain't smarter than us and all that. Like we got intelligence.
Yeah, women are way more mature. Women
Yeah.
are way more mature. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. Women are way more mature at way younger ages. I know that to be true. And maturity almost has like a hint of intelligence to it, doesn't it? Because to be mature, you got to know better. So no, that the maturity there. And I think what Chief has always taught us as a foundation is, you know, we're all equal in value, which is what I'm saying. We're all equal in value, but not in function, which is also what I'm saying. We're just responding to the same world through our individual programs. Ain't no righteous, ain't no unrighteous. It's just different functions.
Yeah.
You're serving your function. I'm serving my function. But if you're lying to yourself and you're living a life lying to yourself, even if society did it, then you got to break out of that. And once you start being real with yourself, now we're going to start to see the world turn into heaven. Now we're going to start to see our hearts starting to connect. Now heaven will be on earth. And as it is in heaven, it will be on earth. It's in our midst. It's right here. We just need to connect to it. It's right here. We need to connect to each other. And we can't do that until we connect to ourselves. So it's just acceptance and of the truth and the real you, and letting go of everything that you thought you were, or that you thought you needed to be, or whatever you became to survive. We became what we needed to become to survive. Meek looks like how she looks, is wearing what she's wearing, put on what she put on, is doing what she's doing, sitting where she's sitting because of this society. Not because of your program. That's just your program to this society. In a whole nother era, you'd be wearing a whole nother dress, with a whole nother makeup setup, with a whole nother job, with a whole nother, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we took your energy, your program, put you in a medieval times, you'd be doing something completely different. But it would still be you. You wouldn't be right or wrong. Your environment is fucked. And that's all you need to know. Once you can deprogram from the fucked environment and just come back to your true nature and become that element, become that core you again, it doesn't matter what era I put you in. You're gonna always be that. And that's what you want to do. You want to solidify who you truly are. So no matter where you go, who you're with, what you're doing, you're consistent with you because you follow your heart and you know your heart. You can hear your heart, which is your DNA. But
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. At the end of the day, it all boils down to being your true, authentic self.
That's my only message. That's going to be the number one message that I push. And you're going to see that that's the end. That is the only end goal. There is no end goal above that. There is none. There's no end goal above letting go. There is no end goal above being yourself 1,000%. There's no other end goal. After you achieve these things, or after you start doing these things, and you kind of just start living a dope-ass life, and you step into your purpose. And your purpose, you and your purpose and experiences, memories, things you will continue to go through are all going to be in alignment to shift humanity to where it wants to be. Your universe is working through you here to change this now. Universe, nature wants to change itself. Nature knows what's going on. Nature knows it needs to change itself. So who's it going to use? You. Who's it going to use to change it? The birds, the plants, me. And so we have to be ourselves so that nature can do what it's trying to do to evolve the era. And it's going to happen whether we want it to or not. This is what it looks like. You're talking to the revolutionaries now. You're one of them.
Power to the people. No, I'm just kidding.
Power to the people.
Power to the that sound like some shit I'm supposed to put my fist in the air and say power to the people.
Oh yeah. Everybody put their hands in the huddle. No, I feel like this is very important. I don't feel like this is no small conversation. I think the questions you're asking, and the way that I'm answering them is just too perfect. I like the flow of everything too. Like this would be a great podcast. Like people, like I would sit down and listen to this whole conversation in my room. Like I would like this is good. This is good.
Yeah, because
really
people get to hear how you truly have been feeling all this time. A lot of people speculate and they're like, I think he thinks this or I think he's feeling that. And the fact that you are feeling the way that a lot of people thought that in the end, I feel like they would enjoy having confirmation that what they thought all along was really what it was.
Yeah, and I mean, like I told you, like I don't need to impress the trolls because they're gonna grab it and keep it up. I really do want to touch people that have never been touched before. I want to connect to people who know nothing about. I do. I like that. I want to connect to people who've never seen us or heard of a carbonation. They don't know what a sheep is. I want those people. You know what I mean? I'm here for a whole nother category of people who aren't tapping into their knowledge because they need to tap into it through me. There's people who need to tap into their knowledge through your platform. There's people who need to tap into their knowledge through Caliber's music. You know, everybody has a role to play, and you're playing your role for sure. You know, I'm definitely playing mine. And I think that as long as we keep going, we keep this going, we'll be all right. Like, as far as me going live and stuff, like I told you, I'm going to make my own debut. I'm going to make a major debut. And it's not even going to, oh my gosh. I just want it to happen, and I want you to see it. I'm gonna do it.
You just want it to happen organically, basically.
Everything will be organized. There will be a YouTube channel being revamped constantly.
No, I'm saying organically, like you don't want it to feel forced, is what it sounds like. You just want it to happen naturally.
You got me to do this because you made it feel organic, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay with that. That's good. That works for me.
You didn't feel like you were in a real interview. Yeah, you're just having a conversation. I mean, and we are actually having a conversation for real.
Exactly. That's how I want to be viewed. They're like, oh, they caught him in a conversation. Oh, they recorded his phone call. You heard that? Like what they did with my boy Dakula. That's my nigga. That's my friend. That's what they did with Dakula. And like, oh, you didn't know you were recording. Yes, I did. I knew he was recording the whole time. But the way that they perceive it and the way that
you didn't. I don't think that you knew he was on live at that moment.
I know Dakula better than all of y'all. Period. He don't even talk like that. Hey, so how's this? Immediately I knew. You kidding me?
Oh, you did.
He playing, bro. He got a kid, bro. He need content. He playing, and I'm feeding him. I'm feeding his kid and his wife. I don't care. If that's what they need to hear, eat. I did it on purpose, and I like the way they responded to it too. I said everything I wanted to say. I got out what I wanted to get out. Ain't no information that went out that I didn't want to go out. I said everything I said tactfully. The thing about him and thing about how I look at these situations is that it's working for me. I did it. I tactfully, and I like how they look at it. People said, oh, we got a confidential, candid conversation. Oh, he didn't know he was being recorded. Oh, he has to do this stuff. Oh, that's real him. Oh, these are his real thoughts. Oh, this is what he really thinks. So I like that aspect of it.
But then when you say that, they're going to think that when you're talking here, it's not your real thoughts.
Don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
That egg's already hatched. It don't matter anymore. That egg's already hatched. Now, at this point, there's no more political things going on like heavily. You know, I mean, it's not as crazy right now. It's really dying down. I am more obliged to come out with more things, but I want to do it my way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait until I get the equipment that I want. I set things up the right way. I get my tripod. We got another camera. We got a lot of equipment on the way. We got a lot of things in the works. A lot of things that's coming. I'm gonna give you guys a show for the rest of your life. And it's gonna be entertaining. The entertainment will be the entertainment. But anytime you talk to me or deal with me, it's gonna be this.
Yeah.
So anytime you look for me online, it's my work and my art and everything that I put together with my people and my vlogs in my life. It's just gonna be like that. I'm not gonna do live streaming every day, all day. I'm gonna do vlogs.
Yeah, vlogs are a lot easier because you turn the camera on. You can like right now you can get like, oh, I'm talking on the phone, and then you can stop it, and then you could, when you go to the store, you can start it back. It's like you don't have to continuously be on go. Like it's just letting in the little snippets that you want.
So Wiz Khalifa got this thing that he do called Day to Day. I really like that concept, and he just records his whole life, so we can see the progress. And I think that's dope, and I admire it. I want to do the same thing, and I basically want to do like the same template as him, for like a day to day, like every day. Like it's like his day to day. It's not a one day. He puts in like 4 or 5 or 6 days into like one video that's like 20 minutes long, and it's just all the highlights.
Oh yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that's dope.
I see what you
Save
mean.
time. It's easier to deal with and keep up with, and it leaves you wanting more. And so I like all of these things. I have a really
People are
beautiful
most
girlfriend.
interested into love stories though. Like if they
They
see
are.
like you
They love
have
that
like
shit.
a love interest, but they could tell if it's fake too though. Like
Yeah.
they want it to be like a genuine, like, because a lot of people, they're not really having genuine
That's
like
so funny.
connections and genuine like love and stuff like that, so
And
like
they
they
love it.
live vicariously through people. So like when you show and you display like, oh, I'm having this love interest or this love story, people buy into love stories too.
Oh, that's gotta happen. I know that has to happen. Do you know who I am? I'm a
Yeah,
Leo
you're
Scorpio.
Solar
I'm
the
all about
charmer.
love and romance. That's gonna be so fun when that happens.
You are the charmer, the charmer for sure.
It's armor, coined by me.
Yes, Solar the charmer for sure. Or if you like the name that the other people gave you, Sassy Solar, that's cool too. I don't know. But I don't think
Yeah,
that's
that, yeah, yeah, that one.
I don't think the ladies are
Yeah,
gonna
man.
like Sassy Solar name. That's more gonna be
I hate
for,
that name.
huh?
I hate that name. I just accept it because I know why. But it's just like a it's just like a nickname. It's not. I don't claim that. I'm hey, Jackie Solar here with
No,
another
but you did
message.
say it in one of your videos. You was like, you guys
I
call
said
me
fuck it. I'm Jackie
Sassy
Solar. I'm
Solar.
Jackie Solar.
I was
I'm super.
like, ugh, why is
I'm
you doing
Supreme
that?
Solar. To troll people. There's just they'll just troll the trolls. It may not even be the best moves, but that's fuck it. Because I'm just like fuck it. I'm whatever you say. Like, fine. I don't care.
I was
I'm
like,
Jackie Solar. Remember?
boy, what is you
Don't
doing?
try to act like you care about me now. I was just Jackie Solar to you a second ago. That's why I say it. That's why I don't own it. I don't own that whatsoever. That's just hard.
Yeah. So you
I don't
are
own it.
Charmer, the Charmer. No, I gotta come up with a more clever Solar.
So what they call me in the world, they call me out here. They say my name is Solar Amor Way. That means solar, love, and king. And so that's what they call me out here. So you can use any of those names to put whatever you want together.
Yeah. But I
Solar
don't want
Amor
to
Way.
use their names. I want to come up with my own
Or
name.
you could just call me Love. You can call me Love.
I don't like
That's another
I
thing.
don't like to say love
Oh
because
man, the people love that shit. They say your
it's
name. What's your name? I'll be
confusing.
like Love. They'll be like, oh wow. They love that shit.
Yeah.
They
No.
love that
It
shit.
can't be a name that you gave yourself.
What? Oh no, not the one you get.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm about to say. I guess I'm into creativity. What you got? I want to hear it.
I'm just playing.
What you got? I might like it. You might say some shit. That's like yeah.
No, like I told you, remember when you didn't have your profile picture up. I said, you talk about I left. I said, well, why you ain't got your old picture?
Yeah, I thought about that because you know what?
And then you went and changed it. I was like,
There were
yeah.
layers. Yo, I was in layers, and it's true. Like I did leave, but it was like a kind of, it was like not really like because it was just the detachment. But the thing is, I didn't leave as in like abandonment. I still believe in everything we talked about. I just don't believe. I just don't want to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
I want to do something else. But the knowledge is all true. It's all accurate. It's all 100%. So when it comes to things like that, and because of you in jail and because of the politics, yeah, I want to show as much support as I can. But I can also see how I haven't really claimed my identity back yet. Look at me. I'm
Yeah.
left and I'm still like online. I didn't really leave. So I can see why it would look like, oh, he left to go secure this and secure that. I could see that because it took me like a couple of days to fully like start changing things.
Yeah.
After a couple of days, I'm like, fuck it. I just changed a couple of things on my profile. Since I believe in the knowledge of certain things, I won't change. But the things that I kept, like, I put something on there that says 12. She talked about 3. 1 and 2 is 3. But I've learned the value of 12 to be the most important value of all numbers. And I
Yeah.
can teach that. I'm going to teach that later. So I have the 12 on there. I have my name, Extraordinary Love. That was given to me by the universe. I didn't make that name for myself. I did not pick that name for myself. One day I opened up my iPhone and it changed my name on my iPhone to Extraordinary Love. I'm like, who the fuck did that? Somebody had to log in,
Yeah.
go onto my iCloud, and do all of this and do all of that just to change my name. I went in there, logged in, see if anything else happened. Nothing else changed. Somebody logged into my Apple account or something, changed my name to Extraordinary Love, and left. And I changed all my passwords and everything. I got nervous. But yo, the universe did that. The universe is, and this was at a very critical time. It did that for me because I needed to believe in that. You know.
Hello. Are you there?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I kind of went out, but what you say?
Probably did too. But when the universe gave me that name, I needed it. Like when it said it to me at that time, however, they never did that out there.
Are you moving from where you were? Because your service is going out now.
I think it's Mexican Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just Mexican Wi-Fi. It's safe or same shit.
Oh, but yeah, what were you saying?
Whoever changed my name or whoever did that to Extraordinary Love, I really needed that at the time. Really needed that at the time. And I don't know who did that or how that happened, but I keep it and I like to look at it as the universe gave me that name. I accept it. I needed that at the time. It's perfect. If you knew the whole story, it's in perfect alignment.
Yeah, about the baby.
That's a whole other door of drama. Huh?
About the baby.
Yeah, basically. So I don't want to go down that whole rabbit hole at this moment, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it's coming from. Actually, I'll tell you anyway. I had a dream where I saw her.
Mhm.
I've seen her before. I had another dream before. Zoca was still pregnant of exactly what she looked like, and visions of exactly what she looked like. And I was right. When she came out, she looked exactly like what I thought she would have looked like. Anyway, so yeah, I had this vision, and I seen her, and when I seen her, she looked at me and she was talking to me. She was telling me she was just like joking, just having fun like a kid. You know what I mean? And I don't remember what she said, but all I remember was that I was instantly filled with the most love I've ever felt in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never felt that much love, that much bliss, happiness. And so I recognized, I'm like, wow, my daughter never came out. But you know who my daughter is? That was me. And I started realizing, like, wow, that's my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I am that love I just felt. That's me. And I started to realize, like, I named my daughter Love before she ever came out. And,
yeah. You realized you needed to love yourself also in that moment, is basically what you're saying?
The very core and essence of me was that little girl named Love. That was the very core and essence
So do you feel like
that
that ripped you apart too?
No. I've never really been, like, ripped apart. Like, ask anybody. I'm always pretty solid. Like, I handle shit pretty well. It's just like for me,
like affected you, like not maybe not ripped apart, but like affected you like
so this is how it happens.
Heavily.
It's not that it directly irritates me or affects me. What it does is I come up with the intellectual reason to make it okay. I wipe it away. I check it off. I justify it, and then I let it go and I move forward. But the truth is, it's just sitting right there in the subconscious. It's just sitting there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there.
That's kind of sad.
Maybe a year or two or 3 years, 4 or 3 years, and it comes back up because we never really, really, really dealt with it. So that dream forced me to really, really deal with it, and I had to realize, like, yo, I am pure, innocent love. That's who I am. That was my daughter. That's what I got from her. She gave that to me. But where did she get it from? Fuck. It's my love.
Yeah.
That I felt. That's me. And I've never felt that much love from anyone else other than myself.
Yeah.
And that solidified my purpose in this world to me. I'm here to love, and I'm here to show love. I'm here to teach love, and you're gonna see that as a trademark of me, love.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it time after time.
Yeah, a lot of people have like this. Well, I'm a mom, and when you have your baby, you have this attachment that you didn't really know that is possible, or this this feeling that you didn't really know, because it's a different type of
I know.
love. Yeah,
I do know now. Yeah.
it's a different type of love from like a partner, or somebody that you're dating, or a mom or
Completely
dad or
different.
whatever. Like the love that you have for your child, like you would die, like I would die, like like
It's
it's like
way
I
more
die
like,
for my
yeah.
baby, like I don't give a fuck. Like
And you don't even need no reason. You don't even need no reason. It's just like,
Yeah,
yo, like whatever reason, like I'll do it.
yeah, like
No,
I die
that's
about
exactly
mine.
how it felt. It
Yep.
felt like that, and
That's really deep.
that's just the truth, bro. I'm a lover. I'm a charmer. I'm a good guy. I'm really not that tough. I'm really not that hard. I'm sensitive. I love women. I love love. I love romance. I love my daughter. I
Yeah.
love her a lot. And she's not. Anytime I see a baby, that's all I see. Anytime I see a baby, that's all I see.
Yeah.
See my daughter. I see me. And she came out. She came out dead. She was like a stillborn, right? This was called. And she came out dead, but she looked exactly like what I pictured.
She look like you?
She looked like Janae Aiko. She
Oh,
looked
like Asian?
beautiful. Oh my gosh, she was beautiful.
Mhm.
She was thick. She was chubby. She was chunky. She was thick. She had all her fingers. She had all her toes. She had all her legs, all her arms. Beautiful, beautiful, everything beautiful. I know I made beautiful babies, goddamn. I know that for sure, I do. But nigga,
Yeah.
that image will never leave my mind. Holding Zoca's hand in those moments too, and
That
having
you
her
would
there in
think
those
that would
moments,
make you
being
guys
there for her.
stronger.
That's what I said, and I think it did. It's just we went right back to it. Actually, after that whole scenario, I felt like a bad guy about the whole thing.
Why?
I felt like, all right, now they're gonna come at you. Zoca just went through this painful experience without the reward of a child, and I just went through it with her. You know, I take full responsibility for everything, and it's my fault. And so that's how I felt. And so, I
What do you
never
mean you
went
felt
into
like
my
it was?
emotions about it.
But what do you mean you felt like it was your fault? Like what?
Like just the whole scenario, being with her, you know, her being pregnant, us continuing like to be together and fighting for relationships and stuff. It's like I will do it again.
Yeah.
And I remember her face. I remember her face. I remember her hand. I remember the love we felt. I remember our bond and our connection in those
No, but I'm
moments.
saying
And
like, why did you feel like the
she
bad
was
guy
looking
though?
at me. She was looking at me in that bed before and after having the child. And she was staring at me. And any man who's probably been with their wife, she had a child, this might be like a similar story. But she was looking at me like, what do I do? Like, help me. Like, what do I do? Like, I need somebody. I need something. She don't know. And all I could do was just be there, love her, hold her, push her, breathe with her. And I see why they all do that when they with their wives having children, because it's like, what can I do? How can I help? And then
Yeah.
you see her, and she wasn't scared. She was tough as fuck. She wasn't scared. She barely cried at all. She pushed the baby out like she just from a couple breaths. I believe I played a role in that. I believe I played a role in keeping her, sane and keeping everything the flow, the vibe right. You know what I mean? I had to be strong for all of us in that moment because we already knew the baby was dead and she had to push her out. So at the end of the day, it's like the love that I felt for her, love I felt for that child, and then the dreams and the visions that I've had. It just all of it led up to show me that I am really truly pure innocent love. And you can take this and you can flip it in this way and that way. You can turn it out politics. You can say I'm doing this, you can say I'm doing that. Look, this is my life and this is what happened in my life and this is what it taught me. Suck my
Yeah.
dick. But this is just what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I went through this for us.
Yeah.
You know, but now I see, now I can understand relationships a little bit differently. I see things a little differently because now I realize what I realize. You know, I went through what I went through, and yeah, I will do anything for my child. I'll do anything for my kid. I will die for them. I'll kill for them. I'll do whatever for my children. I felt that type of love that would make you say that. I felt it. I know what it feels like. I don't feel it all the time. It's me. It's there, but it'd be dormant, and I'd be shutting it off when I try to intellectualize things and make things all real and stuff. So now I just live from my heart. So I'll tell you how beautiful I think you are. I'll tell you like, yeah, it'd be dope to be with you. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you all these things because that's how I feel. And it's all love. And it's just not that. It's just not that. But I'm not going to change. I know that that love and that capacity is in me. I have a massive well of love in me. Romance, intimacy, all of that are those are my highlights. Those are my signatures. Romance, intimacy. I don't have a big date for no reason. I don't have a nice finish for no reason. It's literally to please people with. That's what it's for. It's
Oh
to
my
please
God.
people.
No, you didn't.
That's what it's for. What else would it be for? To have children and to please women. That's what it's for.
Well, you
It's not
ain't
for
just
me.
using it for women, so we don't care about
It's
none
not
of
for
that.
me. I don't get nothing out of it. I don't get nothing from it.
How you don't get nothing from it when you
What the fuck
getting
I get from my
pleasure?
dick?
Huh?
What the fuck do I get from my dick?
You getting the pleasure that
That's
she
for
getting.
y'all.
What you mean?
No. I get pleasure from you getting pleasure.
So you don't
I'm
get you
different.
don't
I'm a giver.
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah, I'm a giver. I'm a pleaser. So I don't even I'm not even done until you're done. Like I won't stop until you're ready. Like until I feel like you're satisfied. Like I'll feel it. We'll know. We'll know. You know, when we're done. But I've never. Every time I have a sexual experience, the next time is always better than the last.
I think that's natural
And
with
that's
anybody though, like cuz you have to give time
yeah.
to like learn, like you have to learn the person's body. So the first time is normally not the best time.
Hey, I thought it was though. That's what I'm saying. Like I thought it was the best.
No,
And
cuz
then
you have
I'll
to
have
learn a
the same
person's
girl
body
again later.
first.
It's even better, and it gets better and better and better. And for me, yeah, that's part of it. The other part of it is that there's a bond.
Yeah.
When there's real love and the bond gets stronger and stronger, it's like a magnet.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
crazy. It's crazy that energy. So I know these things have to be built up over time, and I mean I
They
know
don't
what the
happen
story
overnight.
is. No, they don't. That's why I'm like, all right, so I'll put these little seeds in your head because I really believe that a couple of years later, or maybe even this year or a couple months, I don't know. I don't put no limits on anything. I don't like limits. But if I was to ever meet you or be with you, or ever be at a certain point in my life, it would be dope if you were attracted to me too. It
Yeah,
don't
but
mean
I'm
we
too
have to be
old.
together. It don't
I'm
mean that.
too old though.
Yes, I don't look at that. You look at that. I don't look at that. But what I'm saying to you is that I like to think of everything being possible. And I think that, it would be, I guess we all have that in us to want to please people. And, you have to just be careful that you don't sacrifice yourself all the way to please. Like, I could go and pursue everything that fits what you like to get you, right? And go
Mhm.
become that person. But I lost me in the process.
Yeah, that's what people do. They lose themselves in the process. You got to get with people who like
That's
you
what
for.
happened to us at Carbonation.
Yeah,
That's what happened to me.
yeah. You have to
I mean, I see
get.
it in them too, but I'll speak for myself.
Yeah, you have to get with people who like you for you. That's why I don't do relationships. I am myself. I'm not changing
You
myself
just be
for.
real. You just
I
live your motherfucking life. That's what happens. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
end up happening.
I
I'm in
just
the
do
room right
my
now,
shit.
alone, smoking, watching currency on the watching motherfucking currency hot spitter on the motherfucking TV, talking to you on the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather be like this and alone. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Than forcing myself and doing what I don't want to do to maintain a relationship. Probably with somebody who don't genuinely like me for me. They like me for what I became. They like me for what I got. They like what I could do for them. That's the majority of all relationships. I want to find the one relationship where it's not that. I want to find the one or couple relationships where it's just genuine love for me being me. And now, like I told you with the beach example, now that I'm really doing that, stepping into that, now it's possible.
Yeah.
Now it's possible to meet those people. Now it's possible to be that thing, to be that. My mother said this to me all the time. She said, "Mijo, stop trying to be the right guy for this girl. Be the right guy for any girl." And I was like, "Damn, mom, that's game." And I was like,
Yeah.
I've never forgot that because that just
Your
means like
mom
to
speaks
still get
Spanish?
close. Yeah, she speaks fluent Spanish.
Oh, okay.
My
Yeah,
my
you,
father is full Jamaican, 6'7" Jamaican dude from Kingston, Jamaica, all the way. And my mother is Mexican. She's a Mexican woman.
oh, okay.
She cool. She's short. She like 5'4",
I
something
thought
like
you
that.
was like Asian or something, like Asian and black or something. Did you
Yeah,
say?
it's my mom's eyes. My mom got like a little chinkier eyes, and then my dad
No, I thought you said that like Filipino or
smokes a lot of weed.
something. I thought you said that
No.
before.
I'm Jamaican and Mexican.
Oh, who's or I thought Puerto Rican or I don't know what the hell I don't know.
Oh, Juju Puerto Rican.
Oh, that's Juju. No, I
Yeah,
thought
Juju
you.
Puerto Rican. I mean, I
Oh,
got a Puerto Rican ID.
ah, I got a Puerto Rican ID. Yeah, you live there.
How about that?
You did live there for sure, of course. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's dope that at the end of the day, it sounds like you are on a journey to peel off the layers. Like you still, like you said the first 3 days you kind of had to decompress from, that environment. So you're peeling back the layers and tapping into who you truly are. So that's a beautiful thing, honestly. And I think that a lot of people will resonate with that, you know?
Yeah, I know what drama they're going to take from this. I know what lessons they'll take from this. But if there's anything that I want anyone to take from this, it's just that I'm really authentic. I'm here. I'm ready to make mistakes. I'm really here to live my life. I feel like this is the third life. I feel like I had my first life, and that guy died, and I went to carbonation, and I feel like that guy died, and now I'm here. And I think that this is the best in finding me, and I think that it's going to be
Yeah.
developing, and I think it's going to be a fun journey. As we continue, we got many, many, many years ahead of us. We got a lot ahead of us. Trust, this is the beginning. Everything you saw at Carbonation, everything you saw me doing in the past couple of years, that was a prequel to what's about to happen. That was a
Mm-hmm.
prequel to the movie I'm about to launch. To what I'm about to put out there, what I'm about to do, that was a prequel. This is the real thing. This is
Right.
the actual book right here. This is where it starts.
That's powerful. That's definitely powerful. I'm in the recording though, right here.
Oh, you go, you go.
All right, so that concludes the interview that I had with Solar. Somebody in the chat just said, "Heal, Solar, heal." He definitely needs time to heal, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like when you are in a situation for that long, it's going to take you time to like detach yourself from it. Like just imagine in just regular relationships with people, like people form a connection to other people that they're around. So I think a lot of people are like expecting them to like all the way be shed of nature boy overnight, but that's not really realistic. I think that it's going to take time, like the very first time that I talked to him on the phone when he first left versus the conversation that I had with him, I think it was the day after Mother's Day. It was a clear difference. Like you could tell, like he was like, peeling back the layers some. So I think with time he will, but I think like a lot of people they automatically think that it's gonna be like a overnight thing. Um, but hopefully he does find the healing that he needs. The link is in the chat if anybody wants to join. Um somebody Y'all crazy. Not yes pyramid. Y'all are too much. Talk about some pyramid.